I'm JJ Abramsing it up in this bitch here. It's all these lens flares here. But yeah, I just got done watching the Tenshi Utopia stage here on October 30th, 2024. So this is like my fourth or fifth time seeing it. I've lost count. Gone so many times, right? But it's just my first time watching it, where I got the actual I won the tickets properly. Like I didn't have to do the gaijin tickets or any other shenanigans to actually go and see today's show. Yeah, so actually I won it, and so I will apply for it. If I win, cool. But I usually expect not to win. But it's the first time actually winning it properly. So because I want to get a non-shitty corner seat. Today's seat was still kind of shitty though, but it is a slightly better shitty. Yes. Anyway, today it was number 138, which put me second from the back row, but on the right side, off center right. So different position from being on the far left. So actually today is a lot better. I enjoyed it a lot more than usual because Wakapon is usually on the right side, or at least more towards the center. She's not on the left side that much, so whenever I get the guidance seats for the show, it's kind of boring because she's not on that side. Yuna is also usually on the side as well, but she's also more on the left side in her guidance seat time as well. So. Cheering for Wakapon and Yuna for today's show. And so very, very fun. My area was a little quiet. They weren't really cheering too much. It was mostly kind of off to the right and in the back or in the front, whereas most cheers. So it's kind of dead in my area. But yeah, when we got to Route 48, I was screaming to go, let's go 48. It's my favorite part of the whole song. It's my favorite song, I feel. But not really a whole lot of people were joining along in that. And then they had let's see, the first MC talked about an October episode he had. And so Yuna told her story. That's pretty funny. So she usually uses PayPay or some other cashless payment on her phone. And so you always have to go and charge it so you can actually spend money. So one time she meant to charge 6,000 yen to her phone or to her account, but she accidentally put in 60,000 yen. And then she can't. Once you do that, you can't undo it. I'm guessing she transferred from her bank to her account. Where normally I always do it at the ATM, I do it in cash. So basically, if I accidentally put in the wrong number, well, I don't have enough money, it won't let me pay any more money than that. So she fucked up, so she can't undo it. So she has 60,000 yen in her PayPay account. And so she couldn't really, she's like, what am I gonna do with all this money? So she started just buying shit for everyone, just randomly. It's I'm gonna buy extra drinks for you and stuff. So that was a funny little story for her. Then we got to the units. So for Chemo Alien, I went with Ayapion for this one, and also Ray in the offhand. Unfortunately, one of my Ayapion glow in the pin lights of my other non-Buster Sword pin light, which normally the Buster Sword pin lights are exclusively for Wakapon whenever she's on there. But yeah, one of my other pin lights, just stopped working right in the middle. I charged the batteries today, and they're fine, they're full. But I don't know, maybe it's the little red tag thing I used to pull out the batteries. I don't know, something got in the way, some weird interference, and so in the middle of the song, halfway through the song, I'm basically taking out the batteries and there's a random eat clown right over there. It's a day early for Halloween. Yeah, taking out the batteries and had to fuck with them a couple times before I actually got them working again. So kind of missed half of Kimi wa Alien because of that. Chute Gute Guto went with Mikana for that. And then for Spark went with Wakapon and Yuna, of course. And then Kojin had her solo song. But I used the pen lights for that, so you get to see the cool red Buster Sword pin lights. You don't get to see those too often. But then I actually kept them on for the next song, the Bokura Mata song, because she's the one good singer in that unit, that semi-unit. So there's that. And then they had another MC talking about Doki Doki moments. So let's see. So Shiori, actually, this is her first show today for Tenshi Utopia. Shiori, newly christened Senbatsu member. And yeah, so she had a little episode of talking about, I guess, either she was singing it or she heard Kojin singing it, but Kojin was singing her Utsukushi, her solo song from this stage. But she was doing it to narrate her life. She was talking about Kojirin is eating Asagohan taberu or something like that. So it was narrating her life, and then another one was and I think she already had one is talking about Kojirin's legs are so long. So it was kind of funny little moment with that. Shin talked about she went on a date with Tenna, and I guess Tenna said hey, I'm not Yankee. And then but then Tenna did something really cool, and that made Shin swoon. So that was interesting. Yeah, and then we get to the back half, and so let's see. Yeah, so Zenbudakushi Maro is still a banger, so I really like doing that with all the motions, the hand gestures with that. So that's still a banger of a song. And then get to the encore, so you do the red and blue for the Osaka Seikai song, the Konnichiwa song. And then they had another MC with let's see, it was like the Marabatsu games, like A or B, pick a side and stay on that side of the stage. And so what first prompt was winter or summer, and actually winter like one is like 4, is like 9 to 4, I guess. Yeah. So and like trying to explain the reasons, and so winter just said, oh, because we could have nabe parties. Nabe is really nice, the little hot pot. So everyone like had like a nabe chant going on, and then summer it said, it's warm, and then Mikana's like, no, it's not warm, it's fucking hot. And then like Ray Paul's like, well, actually summer's good because all the cute girls are out in bikinis essentially, and then tried to like lure Wakapon and Ray over to the summer. Actually, they weren't on the summer side; they were on the winter side. Try to lure them over, and then Wakapon said, "I go, Ray, she can do like like a muffler gravier, gravier wearing a muffler or scarf or something." So that is possible. There is such a thing as winter gravier. So there's that. Then they had the other prompt was would you rather be in the future or the past? And actually, it was pretty close, but like past had a slight edge. I was mostly interested in seeing who would pick which side, and actually, so I guess I expected Wakapon actually was in the future, so I expected she's really into like investing in the future and shit. I was also kind of thinking the whole time while they're talking, I didn't really pay attention to what the reasons. I was thinking, well, it's not really going to be a future. The future is going to be like some like climate disaster or hellscape or something. So yeah, and all the members out in the past, it was like Kojiri, Kato, Ray Paul, and them. I don't know why. It's like they only stay in the past because that's where like they're at their peaks, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that was that. And then yeah, overall, yeah, pretty good stage. I actually enjoyed it. It's probably the first time I wish I was closer, but definitely, hey, my position was a lot better than normally in the gaijin seat. So I'm glad I won this time and went this time. Yeah, and then for the Miyokuri, so the most important part of the theater show going experience, I didn't really have anything really special. It wasn't really that great this time. I had something prepared for Yuina just randomly. I was on TikTok earlier, and I saw like her latest TikTok from a couple days ago about her going to some place in Osaka where she had like a big American steak. So I wrote like American steak, very nice, on a sketchbook. She was near the end, and she was like, oh, kind of happy about that. But then Wakapon wasn't too receptive. Weirdly, like Ray Paul was like really like pointing out to me, oh, I remember you. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I kind of wanted to say like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow. I didn't bring my marker. I forgot my marker. But I was gonna write like, oh, mata ashita. I'll see you tomorrow at the M show. Because actually, yeah, I'm planning to go to the M show tomorrow. It's going to be Halloween. I'm going to be dressed up as Water Matto for that. So I got a nice gimmick prepared for that. So it's going to be pretty fun, pretty excited. Looking forward to that. Karen is not at tomorrow's M show, but Mew is there. Nishiyuma, I think, is also going to be there too. So first time seeing Nishiyuma at M. So that's going to be pretty fun. But yeah, I guess for the comment for today's video, tell me. I guess if you, I'll probably just for every Tenshi Utopia stage, but. Yeah, what's your favorite Tenshi Utopia song in the set list, if you listened to it yet or if you've seen it performed yet? Let me know in the comment section what that is. Yeah, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that crap. And I'll see y'all next time for Team M. Peace.